What's up everyone, and welcome back to our lawn. It is forking hot, and it has been really hot, and it's the last time it rained was June 29th. It's currently So the last time it rained was June 29th. It is currently July 6th. So the last time it rained was June 29th. It is currently July 6th. Before that, it had been like 10 days, and it's just been, I mean, especially for here in Wisconsin, it's been obscenely hot. And it's just starting to really impact the turf today. Today's high is like 94 and the sun is just baking. So I can't not water anymore. I've tried to not water at all this whole time, and that's just not going to work. So it's time to start watering. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about it because there are a lot of people who know more than I do that spend a lot more time talking about it. You want to get about an inch of water a week to cool season turf when it's really stressed out, maybe an inch and a half. I'm going to target an inch. So it's about a half inch every half inch twice a week is what I'm planning on doing. So just a little bit ago I started. I'll probably water until about 6 o'clock tonight or so, get however much I can cover, and just keep going along with that to try to keep the turf from going dormant. As you can see, that sprinkler is going on the Kentucky bluegrass. Right there I have a little cup to check the water flow and make sure I'm getting the right amount of water down. And then what I wanted to talk about a little bit is, so again, this is my low cost, low input program over here that I'm trying to kind of put together to see, like, okay, you're going to do these couple things throughout the year, as little as possible. What can you expect by the end of the year? So, I mean, you can already see in through here, this is pretty well cooked and going dormant. It's a little bit healthier up front. Let me walk you up there. It's a little better up here just because it was a little thicker, but I mean, it's not going to hold out much longer. So this part of my yard will probably go dormant. It'll come back once the temperatures start going down, and the rain starts to fall again. And that's maybe something I can point out here is, if your yard is going to go dormant, that's fine. If you don't care that much about, you know, having a month and a half where your yard is a little brown, that's what it's designed to do. That's what cool season turf is designed to do. It wants to go dormant in the summer because it doesn't like it, and then it'll come right back and be as healthy as can be in the fall. While I stand here though, even without any water, that's looking great. Also the seed behind it's really starting to come in. As you can see from here, it just looks green. So little update there. This is holding on. The putting green's holding on because I've been watering that this whole time. And yeah, from there, just know that a lot of this week is going to be me watering, and hopefully we get some rain at some point. And I'll put down Scott's Disease X, since that needs to get watered in, and we'll wait for a day when the temperature's under 85 and we can put the propiconazole on there as well to help. Again, when it gets hot, humid overnight, you're going to start to have disease problems, so need to keep that program rolling as well. So today I got some storms around me. I think unfortunately the rain's gonna miss, but I'm gonna apply some humic acid anyway and hope I get a little bit of help from the rain. I'm going to do, let's see, what are we gonna do? You can go 3 to 9 ounces per 1,000 square feet. I'm gonna say I'm gonna hit everything right now. So the new turf in the front, the side yards, the existing Kentucky bluegrass, and my backyard, which is about 10,000 square feet. So I'm gonna say I'm just gonna go 3 full dial-in sprays and go about it that way. So let's get to spraying. Pile of hose, trademark Rikers Island company. What do you think? Should we go barefoot? I think we're gonna go barefoot. All right, well, changed the plans from spraying the fungicide on the trees because it was gonna rain. Just wrapped up 96 ounces of humic 12 across the 10,000 square feet. So just over 9 ounces per 1,000, which is the top end of what they suggest. I always figure John Perry put a gallon on like 500 square feet once and it worked awesome. So I don't think there's really a ceiling, but regardless, I did that because it was gonna rain, and would you look at that? Literally as I finished, it started to rain. You can't get much luckier than that. Usually I'm on the other side, but we'll celebrate the little victories, hey? And then once it's done raining, I might do microgreen and still spray the trees. We'll see. We'll see what time it is, what's going on, and where I'm at in the day. Just put Humic 12 down, guys. You don't understand. This stuff never happens for me, where some scattered shower is going to come through and perfectly water in my application. It's always a 100% chance of rain, and then it doesn't rain, and I got to go out and water anyway. So this is, I'm beyond pleased this is happening for once. We got hail. Like big hail. I think I celebrated a little bit too soon, because it's probably going to actually just wash. It's raining hard enough that it's probably just going to wash the Humic 12 away, if that's a thing. As you can see, there's some standing water right down below me. Although maybe hail will help. I don't know. That's a lot of rain, you guys. So as you've seen, I'm fresh off all that rain that we got yesterday into last night, and what it gives me a good opportunity to do is, with some pretty wet soil, I can get these weeds out of the new grass seed. So all I'm doing is I'm pulling purslane, and I'm pulling whatever the problem grass is that I have. I don't know what it is, but I'm pulling that up too, because those are going to be the two hardest to get rid of, and they're the two most aggressive to take over. Once this turf up here is established, I'm going to be able to spray it all out. It's no problem. So I'm halfway through again, just pulling those two weeds, and I got a whole bucket. So over there's some thistle that's still growing up. I'm just going to leave that, and then you can see over that way all the kind of leafy purslane and taller grass sticking up that I haven't gotten to yet. So I'm going to go empty this bucket out and then go back to pulling some weeds. So in here is the one weed that we're dealing with. Again, these are grassy weeds, so they look like grass. But again, here's the Kentucky bluegrass, finer blades, and then this guy, these big chunky ones. Also in here you can see the white, let's get it on frame, the white blades, what Tenacity is doing, it's bleaching it in there. And you can also see Tenacity is really a multiple application type herbicide. You gotta apply it a couple times. Again, I just did it the once here to stunt my weed growth and let the turf get in, and then once it's all established, we'll start using regular herbicides, as well as probably hit it with Tenacity again a couple times until we get everything out of here and we're good to go. All right, so one thing that I want to get done here after I went through and picked all the weeds in there, they're all out. I had 3 of those buckets that I would have showed you. But what I want to do is it's starting to get pretty mature in here. It's starting to look really good. So I want to start cutting it. And the 3.5 inch cut height is not going to get at it soon enough. So I'm going to drop down the Honda to, I think, 2.5 inches and start cutting it there as regularly as I can. Because basically the more you can cut it when it's new turf and establishing, the more it's going to start to grow out rather than trying to grow up. So it's pretty important in getting this Kentucky bluegrass to start sending rhizomes out and start filling in the spots that have not done as well as some of the other areas. So I'm going to do that right now. So this is about probably 45 days from seeding, and that's its first really proper cut. Some of the tips would have been taken off last time I cut with the big guy at 3.5, but now that's at maybe 2 inches, 2.5 inches, somewhere in there on that Honda. And man, it is really getting there. Color's starting to level off with the mature section, and now that we start cutting it, it's really only going to start looking better.